What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Today, we have a throwback sponsor coming back to NASCAR to sponsor the Clash. Well, not a throwback sponsor, but a throwback to a certain race. Busch Beer is going to return to sponsor this year's Clash at Daytona. The last time that Busch sponsored the Clash was 1997 when it was called the Busch Clash. And this year's race will be once again the 2020 Busch Clash. The last time Busch sponsored this race was 1997. Before, in 1998, Budweiser took over to sponsor the race, and they called it the Budweiser Shootout, which they ran that from 1998 to 2012, and then they just had a bunch of random names, like Advanced Auto Parts sponsored it once. It was just a bunch of clusterfucks. If you get what I'm saying. So, this race will take place on Sunday, February 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. after the qualifying has taken place. It'll take place later after qualifying on February 9th. It's insane to me that Busch is back. I mean, the last time, like I said, Busch sponsored this race was 1997, and it's kind of like a throwback to older races. I mean, there's a lot of throwback announcements to have taken place. You have one for Darlington, where they're kind of doing past, present, and future champions. And we got this kind of like another pretty cool throwback. I never watched NASCAR. I wasn't even born when Busch sponsored this race. But it's really awesome that Busch is getting sponsor this year's race. We don't know who the official entry list is. We know there's 20 drivers that are on that card, but we don't know which 20 drivers are going to be in this year's Busch Clash, as it's now called Busch. It's really exciting to be very quite honest with you. Here is what Chip Weil had to say about Busch returning onto as sponsor of the race. Busch Beer will forever be linked to the history of the Clash, and we are thrilled to welcome them back as we collectively drive excitement for the start of the 2020 season. Daytona International Speedway's president Chip Weil said, "Our brand loyal fans have been waiting Busch's return to the Clash for years, and we expect this will rekindle memories and help set the stage for the next generation of NASCAR fans." And I think another reason that Busch is returning sponsor, it is one of the 4 premier sponsors in NASCAR. To refresh some of you, there are 4 premier sponsors for 2020. This being Busch Beer, Coca-Cola. I can't remember the other 2. My brain is not refreshing it. But there are 4 big sponsors that are sponsoring NASCAR for the 2020 season. And I think it's really exciting that Busch is back in NASCAR. I think it's really, really exciting. And I think we're going to have a very entertaining race going into 2020. And I think that it's going to build excitement as we get closer to the next gen car. And it's going to be very exciting because I'm telling you what, the package we had this year, the restricted package in 2019, I think it's going to bring a lot of excitement to the Clash. And not just the Clash, but also to this year's Daytona 500. And we are also only 59 days away from this year's Daytona 500. We're less than 2 months away from the season starting. Can you believe that? It's crazy to me how fast this offseason in NASCAR is going. It's so short. But, I mean, we're just right around the corner from the start of this year's Daytona weekend. I mean, everyone thinks, 59, 60 days is a long way from now. It really isn't that far away if you think about it. We're less than 2 months from the start of the season. It's very exciting. So, I know this video is kind of short, and I might be dragging on for how long it is, but I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications to go notified when it does go live on my channel. Follow me on all my social medias, links in the description below that, and combo your opinions on the return of Busch re-sponsoring the NASCAR event. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.